Just give us a bit of a rundown on what the announcement. Rani, obviously, development officer for the women. How important is this for female?
In terms of falling in line with a strategic plan for Tassie, it's huge. But also from a national perspective, growing female participation, but also developing a program that upskills the player. So we already started the skill acquisition program last year, but we're going to focus on developing female-friendly, female-only skill acquisition programs. So we get a bigger pool of talented players coming through that can help underpin the national teams.
How big is this role for Rani? Is it a full-time role or part-time?
It's a part-time.
Yeah.
Hopefully it becomes a self-fulfilling role, and you know, FIFA are funding it for 2 years. But we've also contributed to it on top of that. So you know, we think that it's a pretty significant thing, and as we said, it falls in line with our strategic plan. So we've contributed more towards it for Rani, and also to make sure that over the course of the 2 years it become a role that, you know, should continue and grow, and who knows, hopefully it can fall into a full-time role down.
How did you come to select Rani for the role?
I think in terms of what Rani's done as a player in the state, I think that's pretty significant for players to be look up to as a role model. We're not in a position here where we've got Matildas. We don't have a W League team. I think in terms of the competition that we have, Rani would be the standout player. Scored the winning goal in the Bash Straight Cup last year. So for us it was a no-brainer. You know, we did put out applications, and we finished up sort of having to go and headhunt to get the right person that we really wanted.
Yeah. Congratulations on the new job. How did it all come about?
Well, actually, Spencer gave me the call and mentioned the job, and I didn't really know it was happening, and it's just perfect for my degree, and I was actually thinking of doing some stuff like this before he even called me, so you know, the timing was spot on.
So is it a full-time gig or how's it work?
Part-time gig, so it fits in with my study. I'm doing a degree in sport management. About 20 hours a week, and I'll just be going around to schools and coaching a few teams and things like that.
What are you looking to bring to female football at grassroots level?
Hopefully footballing culture. I think that really lacks in Tasmania. I've seen so many young girl players and they have no idea that Australia actually has a national women's team. So hopefully just create a really great footballing culture, and then hopefully see some girls develop through the grassroots, you know, up to national standards.
How do you think the sport's going in Tassie? Is there a lot of numbers playing it, a number of females playing it, I guess?
Tassie actually has one of the better percentages of girls playing in overall, but then again, we don't have enough girls playing. There's potential for plenty more girls to be playing, and especially at grassroots levels. So I really want to go out there and find those girls and get them into the game, and hopefully, I think one of our issues is retaining them. So just really making it enjoyable so girls will stay. Having
played at the NTC level, is that a level you'd like to see a lot of these girls get to and probably further?
Yeah, definitely. And I think this program is going to be perfect for it, you know, starting at the grassroots. I mean, I didn't have that opportunity before I went into NTC, and there's a lot of time spent, you know, getting us to the level we needed to be so we could compete nationally. So I think this is perfect, and it's just really going to launch them into, you know, NTC or W League.
Do you think the kids you've seen so far will go on? I mean, they enjoyed what they're doing with you, and is there a lot of kids that are doing it for the first time, and you think they'll progress onto other things? Yeah,
definitely. Well, a lot of things haven't actually taken off the ground as yet. I've been in the job about 2 weeks, so I need to get my coaching up to scratch a little bit more. But there's some real potential out there in Tasmania, and I think there has been real potential, but there hasn't been clear pathways, or you know, by the time they get into the NTC, they've missed out on a few years where they could be developing. So this ideally is going to grab them at that perfect age, and then the ones that want to progress through, they're going to have the opportunity and hopefully some clear pathways to follow.
Is it just schools or club level?
I'm focusing on the SAT program, which is the skill acquisition program. So that's one of my main focuses in terms of development, and that's going to see girls go into hopefully NTC and hopefully go on to play at a national standard and national level. Another thing I'm focusing on is participation, so that's when I'm going to be going into schools and and just getting more girls playing the game.
Have you met any other of the development officers from around the country?
Yeah, I've met all of them actually. We went to Sydney on Monday. I'm up against, oh not up against, but they're all ex-Australian players, current Australian players. Most of them are W League players or have played W League, so it's a real privilege to be, you know, working with girls of such high playing quality, and I think I'm really going to use that, and it's going to be really helpful for me.